Egypt's neighbour, Israel, is more than aware of the developments across the border. Relations between the two countries have been sinking since the toppling of Mubarak last year. And warmongering rhetoric has been stepped up, as Paula Sleer reports.
With these words, the Muslim Brotherhood candidate Mohamed Morsi's campaign was launched, with a vow that the capital of the Arab world will be in Jerusalem, with Morsi the one to liberate it. 6 weeks on, the contest is as tight as ever, with Morsi a strong contender to be Egypt's next president, and his promise is as galvanizing as ever.
Egypt is committed to international agreements that were signed, including the treaty with Israel, but Egyptians should have the right to amend all that is not in their interest and make sure the other party commits to what it has signed.
As if it's not worrying enough for Israel what will happen to their 1979 peace treaty with Egypt, big players who've put their weight behind Morsi's presidential bid have been even more bold in their claims.
A war with Israel is in no way something that can be ruled out.
The clock was always ticking. The Egyptian street, no stranger to anti-Israel sentiment. And despite the worries about stability, the revolution, the elections, simmering below the surface is hostility towards Israel. But that hostility was kept in check during Mubarak's time. The top floor of this building used to house the Israeli embassy in Cairo, but it's now closed up and vacant, a sign Israelis fear of what's to come.
For Egyptians, Israel is public enemy number one. The next president will be strong and change the status quo.
I refuse to continue the relationship Mubarak had with Israel. We must continue to fight.
Israel is the first enemy for us. The next president should cut all the relations between us.
It's a threat Israelis can no longer ignore.
I don't think that anybody should close one's eyes and ignore such rhetoric. It's not only very negative, but it is alarming.
But a Muslim Brotherhood victory is not a done deal. On Thursday, Egypt's constitutional court dissolved the Islamist-dominated parliament and gave Morsi's contender, Ahmed Shafiq, the green light to stay in the race. But it's done little to calm Israeli fears of an Islamist government on its border.
Relations will be reduced to zero. But the real problem is, to what extent will the Brotherhood pursue its goal of trying to destroy Israel and kill all of us? I don't say that lightly. I would actually say that the main security danger to Israel today and for the next 2 years is not Iran, but the situation in Egypt.
A concern the Islamists, at least in public, and at least for now, are trying to downplay.
I think Israel tried to make some trouble here, but no trouble in the earth now.
But maybe Israelis are worried because in the ruthless business of politicking, easy points are scored by using the Jewish state as a punchbag. And what Israelis fear is that what's said today is only a step away from being implemented tomorrow. Paula Sleer, RT, Giza.